tractare, re meaning back, tractare to pull. Think of traction, you pull. So a retreat is a pulling back, a drawing back. It's used, for example, in military contexts. Say an army made a retreat or retreated, falling back before the enemy. As a noun, a retreat can be a place of shelter or safety that we go to. But in a spiritual sense, we speak of a retreat as setting aside some quiet time. That's quiet time, no iPods, no radio, to think, to reflect, and to pray. Another term we sometimes use is a time for recollection. Recollection, re, back, collect, to gather back together. In our everyday lives, we are pulled apart in different directions, going here, going there, things to do, and we get scattered. We need, as it were, to collect ourselves, gather ourselves back together to get a focus and a direction. Sometimes when people are really scattered, we say, pull yourself together. A retreat, in a way, is a time to pull ourselves together before we lose it completely, as it were. So something similar in our spiritual lives, we can get pulled apart. Even if our work is religious, we're working for the kingdom, but we still get scattered in different directions. We need to collect ourselves, to reroot ourselves in our vision of what we are about. Often the analogy is used to a mountain climber, someone climbing up a mountain, looking carefully at every little detail, where you put your hands, what you grab a hold of, where you put your feet. Is the rock solid or loose? Because a mistake could be serious. A lot of effort, a lot of toil, climbing up the mountain. But then you get tired, you stop on a little ledge for breath, you look up, and the clouds part, the sun shines, the violins play, and you see the top. And you say, that's what I'm doing here on the side of the mountain. I'm trying to get there. You see it, it pulls you forward. This is where I want to go. So a retreat is a kind of pulling back, or better, I think, stepping aside for a minute. I think that's better than going back, because we really don't go backwards in our spiritual lives. We can step aside for a minute, but going backwards is not the direction to go in. We pause to look ahead, to see what our vision is that lies out ahead of us, that can pull us on, to inspire us, to help us to keep moving forward. Life goes forward, not backwards. And the vision of God and the kingdom of God, preached by Jesus, lies ahead of us, not behind us. It sits in judgment on every here and every now, every situation. We can always go forward in seeking to live and embody the kingdom of God. And the journey of the kingdom is not easy. There are many distractions, many traps, many temptations, and we are weak. So we stop, we pause, we step aside, we retreat to collect ourselves, to pull ourselves together, to reroot ourselves, or to polish up our vision so that we can see more clearly. And why? So that we can move forward more and more into the light of God's kingdom. So we want to make a retreat with the Psalms. How should we go about that? Should we approach that? Well, there are a variety of choices. We could take a few favorite Psalms. In this instance, it would be, I guess, my choice of favorite Psalms. There's always a certain